Hello, welcome to my pickup video for this week. I had a lot of success at the Goodwill stores in my area. I've been hearing things about, usually the holiday season is when you find some of the best stuff at Goodwill's, and I definitely experienced that this week with some of the finds that I had. But I'll first start out with an eBay deal I had that I won earlier in the week. I got 5 PlayStation 2 games. None have the manuals. I don't understand why people throw out their manuals, whatever. I don't know if it was from some game store or whatever. I didn't really look at their page. But they're all basically just, case and disc, which, isn't so bad for $1. And none of them are sports style, so I think I did pretty decent here. First game I got is Sonic Unleashed. And I won't open them up, obviously, because they don't have the manuals. And the game I wanted the most was this game, is Midway Arcade Treasures. And I got SOCOM, US Navy SEALs. Got Star Wars Force Unleashed. And then the last game, it's not Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction. It's just the Incredible Hulk movie game. I guess they just didn't have the case for it. I knew that it wasn't Ultimate Destruction. But man, it sucks to see that this case came with it. It'd been really cool if it was that game, but still not bad for $1 a piece. I think I did pretty good there. Next one I have here that I'll show you is from a Goodwill. I got these, I think it was last Saturday. These games were sitting there for quite some time. And I figured that I'd probably ask, maybe the manager to see if they'd cut me a deal. They were all marked $4.25 a piece. I just want to see maybe if I bought a bunch of them, if they'd lower that for me. And the guy that was there, the manager, he was pretty cool. Said that he'd cut me a deal of, he'd give them to me basically for $3 a piece if I bought 20 of them. So I'd have to spend $60 in games from there. And now the titles for them aren't exactly the greatest. Once again, no sports titles, so that's good. But it's 20 Gamecube games. My thing is with Gamecube games is I kind of have a soft spot for Gamecube games. Growing up, I had all the systems, Gamecube, PlayStation 2, and Xbox. But everybody in my neighborhood had a Gamecube, so we'd play Gamecube constantly. It was always Gamecube. And, I mean, I know Gamecube didn't have the Halos, and it didn't have, the Grand Theft Autos, things like that, the more hardcore games. But, the system itself, I just, had a really good time with. So these games I have here, I'm kind of having buyer's remorse on these a little bit. There's a couple good games in here, but I think I kind of just bought it more for, just to have in my Gamecube collection. But I'll start off with, I got X-Men Legends. Hopefully I don't drop any of these. X-Men Legends, that one is complete. I know that some of these games aren't complete, so I'll just show them off. I got The Incredibles. This one is Rise of the Underminer, that's right. And that one is complete. Next I have The Incredibles. And that one is complete as well. I know some of these games aren't exactly big hitters, and I really don't know why I bought all of them. I think I just saw Gamecube, and I usually don't see Gamecube games so often that aren't sports titles, so I went a little crazy. I got Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, and this one, yes, is complete. And these were all owned by the same person, and I know that because some of the manuals were tucked into other games, so, and I think the guy told me, that this guy basically dropped off a ton of Gamecube games. Actually, this is the same lot that I believe I got Mario Party 4. It was a part of this group. In my last video that I did, Mario Party 4, that was part of this. Then I got Tony Hawk Underground. And that one doesn't have the manual. But I love this game. I played Tony Hawk Underground way too much. But it's probably my favorite Tony Hawk game. I got Star Fox Adventures. And that one's complete. I got Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. Complete. Need for Speed Carbon, complete. Need for Speed Most Wanted, complete. Burnout, complete. The discs for most of these are pretty scratched, you know, just normal scratches on them, nothing too bad. They all work and everything. Enter the Matrix, that one's complete. I really like this game. I know the characters in it aren't exactly, you know, the greatest. You're not playing as Neo or Trinity or Morpheus or anything. But the game itself I thought was pretty fun. I had a lot of fun with this game. I got Army Men RTS, and that one's complete. I got Shadow the Hedgehog, which I know this game is awful, and that one's complete. This game is actually kind of valuable. I've noticed the price for that has gone up recently. I thought that was odd. I got Rainbow Six 3, complete. The only game in the bunch that wasn't marked 425 was this game, Frogger Beyond. It was marked 225, which, as far as all the games in this lot, it's actually one of the rarest. It's complete as well. I got Avatar: The Last Airbender, complete. I got Tony Hawk Underground 2, not complete. I guess he didn't like holding the manuals for his Tony Hawk games. I got Need for Speed Underground 2, complete. Spy Hunter, complete. Case for this is a little jacked up. And in the last game, I got Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. That one's complete. So yeah, $3 a piece. Nothing in there, you know, too amazing. You know, it's whatever. I wanted to add these to my collection. I wanted to build up a GameCube collection. Like I said, I have, for some reason, just a soft spot for GameCube games. So then, the other day, at Goodwill, this is the same Goodwill that I got the Game Boy lot at. You know, I wasn't having much luck there before that Game Boy lot, but ever since this has become my favorite Goodwill store. I mean, it's usually when I go in there, I'm finding something at least every time I go. So I go there the other day, and I wasn't feeling all that great. I have a wisdom tooth coming in, and I wake up in the morning, and my girlfriend's like, you know, what are you gonna do today, or something like that, and I'm just like, I need to go to Goodwill. I know it sounds kind of dumb, but I just had one of those feelings that day. I don't know what it was, and sure enough, when I'm going to the Goodwill, I usually go to 2 different ones every time. They're both in my area. I was deciding, which one should I go to, and usually I go to the other one first, but this time I decided to go to this one first. But anyways, when I go in there, I check the glass case every time, the one that's right at the front of the store, and right in the glass case was these. You got Legend of Zelda, and you got Adventure of Link, marked $3.25 a piece. I guess since they thought, they're gold, they're more valuable. So usually their cart games are $1.25. But these were $3.25, which I had no problem paying for these games. I mean, they're Zelda games. They're awesome. And I don't actually, I didn't have Legend of Zelda. So it's really cool to get these. So I asked the lady to put those aside for me. Because I was like, if those games are here, then there's got to be more NES games out on the floor. So I'm going on the floor and I'm looking around. And sure enough, I see this box. And I'm just like, whoa. Like out loud to myself. Just this box right here, marked for $20. Some of the games in here are decent. Some of them not so much. But I figure why not pass up. I hardly ever see NES games at Goodwill's. But in here I got an NES controller. I got 2 NES controllers. I've got Super NES controller, which is weird because there was no Super NES games, so maybe we had this just, you know, dumped it off at the Goodwill. This thing is like in awesome condition. All these controllers are in awesome conditions. They even have the L and R still on them, and the buttons are just fantastic on them. So those are really good condition. I don't need those controllers, so I'll probably sell those and make my money back, you know, just from this. And I got 2 RF switchers. And then I got games. I've got 4, 8, 12 games that were in here. First one got is Jackal, which I played that the other day when I got this, and game's pretty fun. I had pretty fun with it. I got Dr. Mario. Got Kid Nicky. This game is not fun. It's a little beat up as well. Put it back in there. Got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game, which I didn't have before, so that's pretty awesome. I got the Mario Brothers Duck Hunt and the Track Meet combo pack there. That's pretty cool. Then I got POW, Prisoners of War. This game so far is not working. There's something moving around in there. I don't know if that has to do with it or not, but I've tried so many times. Usually I have a really good look at cleaning these things and, you know, putting them in the, you know, the system just right and everything like that. This one's still not working for me, so I'm going to keep trying out because I really do want to hold on to this. Then I got Goonies 2. Not a fan of that game. I got TNC Surf Designs. And then the rest here are all doubles. But I got Super Mario Bros. 3, which is classic. I got Bad Dudes, which this is the only game I think I've ever seen my dad play like a crazy amount. He was so good at this game that if he was hit within like the first 3 or 4 levels of that game, just once if he was hit, he would reset the game and start all over. Like, because he was just that insane about that game. So, had a lot of good times with Bad Dudes. And then I got Super Mario Duck Hunt, of course. You gotta have that. I am going to keep the manuals in here. This one had the manual for it, so that's pretty cool. And then the last game was Tetris, and that one's got the manual too. So I'm definitely going to hold on to these manuals for them, since my games don't have the manuals. But yeah, that was pretty cool. That was $20 for that bucket there. Next up, the same day, I went back to the other one. This Goodwill is the one that I got the Gamecube games at. And besides those Gamecube games, I haven't been finding anything at this Goodwill. This used to be my, you know, favorite Goodwill. I'm hoping things pick up there. But I did find this. It's a Sega Genesis 8-bit plug and play. It's got Sonic, Altered Beast, and I think, you know, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, things like that on it. It's pretty awesome, but this wasn't marked for anything, so I brought it up to the front. Lady got the manager up there. She said she'd sell it to me for $2.25. I said definitely, yeah. Some good stuff on here. I was playing this the other night and having a good time with it. That's pretty cool. Now the last thing, I actually just got these today, and I'm glad I didn't make the video because I was planning on making it yesterday. I'm glad I held off today because I found some really good stuff. Same Goodwill that I got the NES stuff at the other day, and had some good luck there. The first game I got is Tale of the Sun, PS1. That's complete. Open it up. Complete. The disc for this is, besides all the dust on it, incredible condition. This is the first time I've been to a Goodwill and found PS1 games in like pristine condition. So that was really awesome. I got Dragonheart, Fire and Steel. Once again, game is in incredible condition. Nice little Space Jam ad right there. Then I got Manhunt. And that one's complete. The disc for this was a little scratched up, but nothing too bad. And then the last game, I never heard of. I did some research on it, and it looks pretty awesome. So I'm actually going to probably play this here really soon. It's D. And it's in the original case. Anytime I see one of these original cases, I jump on it because, you know, I think these things are awesome. They're both awesome and really shitty at the same time because it sucks stacking these things. If you see, I got a couple of them right here. They don't fit on your average DVD stand just right, so you have to kind of lay them down. But I did some research on this game, and it's very rare, actually, and I thought that was really cool. And it's in great condition, too. It's got the discs here. It's a 3-disc game. But I don't know if they're going to be able to pick this up. Besides the dust on here, all 3 of these discs are in good condition. I'm guessing, and these are all in the same little cart together that they roll out. You've been to Goodwill, you see, you know, before they put the stuff on the shelves, they have, you know, just a cart full of random stuff. And these are all the PlayStation 1 games were together. And, man, whoever owned these games, yeah, congratulations. Thank you so much for keeping these things in great condition. I've never seen PlayStation 1 games without a scratch, and none of those games have, or all 3 of those games have no scratches on them. And that's pretty awesome. So I got all 4 of these for $10 altogether. None of them were priced. I figured they'd probably be around, you know, $3 a piece. I think it's funny their method. When I asked the lady, she's just like, "Oh man, to be honest with you, those are old. So $2, $2.25 a piece." I'm just like, "All right, yeah, sure." She's like, "Yeah, but people come in for them all the time." And I was like, "Yeah, I do. I definitely do." But I just thought that was funny. Just since they're old, they're not worth as much. But hey, as long as Goodwill keeps doing that, I don't have a problem with that whatsoever. But that's everything for this week, and I'm definitely going to keep checking back in the upcoming weeks. And at this rate, I'll probably have a video every week. Like I said, Goodwill's has been really awesome. But like I said in my last video, if there's anything that you see that you're interested in, you know, send me a message and maybe we can work out a trade. The worst I could do is say no. But yeah, if you see anything, just send me an offer. But until next time, I'll see you guys later. Alright, so I had to do it a second part here. I forgot to mention I did pick up something from Cool Stuff last week, and that was Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess for the Gamecube. This was $9. It did not have the manual, unfortunately. But one of the cool things about that place is, you know, if you come back later, they have a bin full of manuals they'll let you go through. So if I ever find a manual, if not, that's okay. I only paid $8 for it, so that's fine. So I was doing some trade-ins, like I mentioned before. I went in there just a little bit ago to do some trade-ins on those controllers that I got at Goodwill. That was a part of that bundle with all the NES games. I traded that in with some games I didn't need, and found some more GameCube games that I needed to add to my collection. I got the Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. That one is complete. And this was $14.99. And then I got Super Smash Bros. Melee, $14.99. And that one is complete as well. Both these games I used to have a long time ago when I was a kid, but I was dumb and I traded in my games, you know, to buy other games. And now these games are really valuable, and I've been wanting to play them both, actually. It was really cool. They hardly ever have these games in there. And then they cleaned it up. They had GameStop stickers all over it. So once again, promoting Cool Stuff, my favorite video game store in the world. Definitely check them out. And that should be everything. Hopefully I won't have to start up another video because I forgot anything. I'm pretty sure I got everything. Yeah, Manhunt, D, and yeah, that's everything. Alright, so check back next week and I'll have a new video. Have a good day.